how people can get ice stuff early morning and it's cold. I have to drink hot when I wake up. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Welcome to another vlog. We are still doing the Ramadan prep, but this time around I wanted to share with you a previous recording, a previous video that I did for my platform, and it's on productivity. And as I am on the go and on the move, I thought this would be something very beneficial, inshallah, to share with you while I'm on the move. And it's also still helping us preparing for Ramadan, because it's about being productive with our time. So starting to be more productive now, so that in the month of Ramadan we make the most of our days. Enjoy. And it actually was a longer recording, but I cut at the point where I am actually discussing each of these 10 tips on productivity. Let me know which ones resonated with you, inshallah ta'ala. Assalamu alaikum. Tips to increase this productivity so we get these action items done. So number one is to start your day with the remembrance of Allah, because that is barakah. You want barakah in your time. Start your day with remembrance of Allah. It could be that, you don't know how to read the Qur'an. That's fine for now, but I would highly suggest you enroll in a class. Find out your local masjid. If they have classes for women, go online. There's so many opportunities, honestly. So book a class. And I'm not even trying to pitch to you, because I don't have any openings right now for just Qur'an. My only openings, I have 2 slots left for just for Qur'an plus coaching, but just Qur'an is booked. So, but I highly encourage that you start your day with the remembrance of Allah. The biggest remembrance of Allah is the Qur'an. Even if you are like learning how to read, you do your homework at that time, and maybe you read the translation of Qur'an. Maybe you read a page of that translation, and you try to we have tadabbur. You try to do a little bit of tadabbur, reflections, try to look up the tafsir of that passage. And little by little, you grow in that connection. But that moment with your Lord is going to put a lot of barakah in your day. And also praying on time, praying your fajr on time. So basically, that first portion of your morning should be dedicated to your Lord. Number 2 was turn off social media notifications on your phone. This is huge. If you're like me, when I see a number, a notification, something that's out of the ordinary, it's like it's bugging me. I have to tackle it so that it's no longer there. But if I don't see anything, I'm at peace. So turn off your notifications. It will give you, you don't even realize the noise that it's giving. Even if you try to ignore it, it brings some type of noise, that you may not be aware of. So turn off your social media notification and only go whenever you intentionally want to go on it. Number 3, make priority list, not to-do list. Very important. To-do list, if we make to-do lists, we'll never end. There's always something to do. There's always something to do. Make a priority list, meaning like today, and so this is when what we did on day 5 is helpful. So it's, for instance, like I told you about weekly theme, right? So if today is my ibadah day, so my top 3 priorities of the day will be something related to ibadah. So it could be fasting, right? Or if I'm not praying, it could be I'm going to give sadaqah on that day. So my top 3 one of the top 3 is going to be dedicated to that theme, right? If you have your life areas within the 24 hours, then look at top 3 based on your urgent, important. They need to be on there. They need to be part of your top 3 of that day. So priority list, so that you are sure that you're giving importance to what is important, right? Number 4, work on your most important task, non-urgent, important, in the early hours. Allah Azza wa Jal has put a lot of barakah in the early hours. Our Prophet Muhammad ﷺ told us that. So it would be unfortunate for us to waste that prime time. that time is for things that are really gonna move the needle in your life. So with that, what you want to do is look at things that are non-urgent. So you're not trying to really how do you say that? You're not trying to the expression is not coming to me. Pull out a fire. No, you're not trying to extinguish fires right now. What you're trying to do, you're gonna be the urgent important. You're gonna be doing them anyway because it's urgent. But you want to use that time for non-urgent important. Get the barakah of Allah and really work on something that will move the needle for you, right? So non-urgent important in the early hours. And then number 5 is schedule around your salah so you pray on time. You want barakah in your day, you want productivity, make sure you pray on time. So when you pray on time and you schedule things around that, then you respecting your time with Allah. So now you could ask Allah for everything, for barakah and for all of that, right? Number 6, sleep early, soon after Isha. Because I mentioned how when you sleep is so vital. It will give you that energy the next day, and you would be not only energized, positive, driven, and you will not eat junk. When you lack sleep, you eat junk. You drag your feet. You tend to have more negative thoughts actually. So you want to sleep early, so you get the most energy the next day. Turn your priority list into a dua list. I think I did say that. Oh, no. That's something else. Sorry. Turn your priority list into your dua list. So now that you made your priority list, you could pray duha, salatu, raka, and ask Allah. You make dua in your sujood, asking Allah to basically aid you with this task, with this priority task. For instance, if it's fasting, you could say, Allah, please make the fasting easy for me. Make it smooth. Allow me to have the health and the iman and the tawfiq to fast for your pleasure and your pleasure alone. So make dua about your priority list. This is actually a tip from Sheikh Muhammad Sharif that I really loved. I heard him say that, and I was like, oh, that's so genius. That is so genius. May Allah reward them. Number 8, make istighfar throughout the day. Istighfar opens doors of abundance. So you want productivity, you want to get things done, you want things to succeed. You want to make istighfar throughout the day. Let that be your best friend. And alhamdulillah, they have now, istighfar on YouTube where you could just play it and in the background and have that dhikr in the background, so that even when you remember, sorry, when you remember, then you could be saying astaghfirullah, 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 right? So make istighfar throughout the day. Number 9, be in motion, break for walks or workouts. This is huge. I'm not going to say I am. I'm going to say I have not been very consistent with working out in my life. Okay? But lately, I'm so eager to go walk. Why? For a couple of reasons. I realize that when I go walk in the morning, even though it's cold, right? I get energized throughout the day. That's number 1. I've been going through a lot of stressful events in this month of November. I've had finals, I have deadlines, I'm in business mastermind, and I've been doing quite a lot lately. And then my mother's situation, and then also my husband's mother is also, her health is also off and on, and she's with us. And so all these worries, because that's one of my weaknesses, is I tend to worry unless I reframe and move out of it. That's my default reaction, is to worry. So when I go on my walk, it's really helping. It's almost like the negative energy is coming out, and I'm able to have beautiful energy, and I come home and I'm like, okay, I'm ready for this. Let's just tackle this. I'm more positive. So being in action is really important. Whereas before I would just sit a lot. And if you have to sit a lot, because sometimes you have to work on a computer like I do, you could have a standing desk, or you could also schedule breaks. So for instance, you could have, they have Pomodoro, you have timers, like every 25 minutes you would stand up, maybe do jumping jacks, or like step quickly, move your arms, like just be in motion to like re-energize yourself. Okay. And the final tip I have for you is to have an accountability system, to have a coach or like-minded sisters. So the beautiful thing with challenges and being in groups and in a community is that this beautiful company energizes you. So you have, let's say, for instance, I'm in a business mastermind, and it's like really action taking. So we meet, and it's not like us really learning much, but it's more like, okay, giving status, like this is what I've been able to do, this is what I wanted to do, this is what I've been able, this is where I'm stuck. Then you get suggestions from one another, and also like you like, okay, this is what I'm gonna do until the next time. And you see everybody saying, okay, this is my update, this is my update. You don't want to be left behind. And so everyone is like even subconsciously encouraging each other to act. And so an accountability system is huge. If you have a coach, you have to meet with your coach like every week or every 2 weeks or every month. You don't want to come to your coach with just empty hands and you're like, oh, I need to meet with my coach, so I need to do something about it. So having an accountability system is huge in making sure you're productive. So these 10 tips, they are really beneficial. What I would suggest that you do, look at them. So this is what we're doing day 6 and day 7 of the challenge. Look at the task that you have to do, that you schedule, and see if you're doing all of these 10 tips. So see if you are sleeping early, that you're starting your day with remembrance. And if there's any of these tips that you're not doing, add that to your schedule to help you get your priorities done. So I hope this was beneficial to you, dear sisters. Any good is from Allah, any mistake is from me. You get this bi'idhnillah. Subhanaka Allahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.